oil! Hello yet again, my friends, and welcome to...
Frostpunk.
Yeah.
A game that I've been interested in playing for a while, never got around to it, and then they sent some coupons out to some loyal customers. I've never played it before, but I know about it.
You don't sound too loyal, Finn.
Archie knows nothing about it. So what we've decided...
How dare you? I'm an expert at this game.
I'm at the helm. So I'm going to be playing the role of the Grand Vizier, Advisor, and Enactor, and
What are your thoughts on Aladdin?
I can't think of a joke. Give me a joke.
Knock knock.
Knock knock.
No,
Who's there?
Imagine if you knocked on someone's door and they knocked back, and you're like, what?
And Archie is going to be playing the role of the mayor, who rules over our city.
Mayor Dimmer Dimmer Dome of Dimmer Dam Dim Dom.
With an iron fist, what he said. And I think we're going to be quite totalitarian and cruel.
You realise that after every time you explain all those words to me, like autocrat, I forget what they mean.
We're not going to be well, yeah, we kind of are. Yeah, we are autocratic.
Great.
We have no choice.
I'm even more confused.
We have no choice but to be autocratic, but we are going to be totalitarian.
Dude, did you know when installing additional heaters or upgrading the generator that you should... Okay.
But I did know that you should plan ahead. And whatever else that said. So, I don't know if there's actually voice.
There's a horizon over there.
Anyway,
There's a horizon over there, they're lying.
So anyway, there's another ice age.
Well, yeah.
And we've had to abandon our cities and travel north.
The fucking mouse off the screen.
Sorry, didn't even notice. We've had to travel north in search of coal because we run out. See how quick that transition
Fuck,
to
that
the
thing
ice
just...
age was.
That boy was just dead.
Suddenly, without water, not even those insects could react.
Just when you thought there was going to be a nice day in Britain, an ice age came to ruin it. Ah, the sun! It's a long time now. Oh, there it goes. Didn't even bother to bring the horse indoors. And even the cart died. No, not the Houses of Parliament.
No, hopefully they were inside and can't get out now.
Hopefully their death will be slow and the snow will not take them quickly.
It's going to be mostly Conservatives in there, so I don't mind if they all die slowly.
Whoa, okay. Thanks.
Oh yeah, that's my political stance. Now fuck off.
I'm sort of a centrist, I suppose. It's really not something we should get into.
No,
That's only ever gone well for YouTubers when they start
Yeah.
to... Fuck it, we're not famous, who cares?
Let's play... Fuck it, let's just abandon
Kill
this
the Jews!
Let's abandon this video and play Democracy 3.
No, fuck it, fuck that. You know what we should do? We should just become political YouTubers.
Whilst playing Democracy 3.
Sure.
Fuck this. I don't care. So...
Everything's bad, it's snowing, and we're trying to not make it all bad. We get it.
Exactly, right.
You know how much effort they must have put into that cutscene?
Yeah.
You're such a loyal customer. You really deserve that 50% off, you cunt. You're gonna watch this and go, nah, revoked. Take it out his fucking wallet.
We fled from London and crossed the sea to reach the frozen north. On the way, our convoy was hit by a blizzard and scattered.
Fourth.
A handful of us managed to reach the site of this generator, only to find it frozen solid and abandoned.
Forever later.
Why is no one here? Did any of our people survive the blizzard? Are there any others out there?
Will we protect our gizzards?
Whatever we do, we should expect the worst now that the world as we know it has crumbled.
And if you don't, you'll be in a hearse. And
you...
not even Satan mumbled.
And if you act like my enemy, you'll become...
Oh, dude, it's Age of Empires.
It's quite similar.
Alright.
Fight the cold, blah, blah,
Okay,
blah.
we need weapons to fight the cold. What's our research tech on flamethrowers?
Hang on a minute, I need to... right, so these are the control... Okay, I think I've got it all ready. Oh yeah, your mouse wheel's fucked, so this is going to be fun. Anyway, right, so, we need... The generator is turned off. We cannot turn it on because we don't have coal.
So we need to get coal.
So we need to get coal.
Let's get coal.
This is what the temperature's looking like at the moment.
They are dying.
I think the scientific term for it is fucking freezing. So
hey lad, it's fucking freezing.
So that's a cold.
So okay, what's your character called?
Me?
Yeah, what are you called?
I'm going to be called Advisor Pilkinson.
Okay, Pilkinson.
Yes.
I will be Sultan...
Milord. I'll just call you Milord.
Sultan Milord.
I'll just call you Milord. Milord.
That's my rapper name, Sultan Milord.
I'm insulting the Lord.
Yeah, it's. I'm a political rapper called Sultan Milord.
Milord, what would you have me do?
Well, the way I see it...
Milord, might I advise that we start to gather some coal so that we can start the generator?
You may do that, but I have an alternative goal for this coal. You see, we need to fight the cold, not to be confused with the coal. So we need coal for flamethrowers. So, yes, we should get all of the coal.
Right, so I'm also gonna start gathering some wood. I'm not gonna put everyone on it though.
We need. How many men have we got? What's our situation as far as manpower goes?
We have.
What's your name again?
Pilkinson.
Pilkinson. What's our man situation?
We have
on screen.
50.
Pilkinson analysis.
50 workers, 15 engineers, and 15 children, my lord.
All right, children. Don't need them. Throw them in the cold.
But my lord, if we wait a minute, we might be able to
grow them into men.
We'll be able to make the children. We'll be able to force the children into labour later.
What if we force them into the generator and they keep the men? All right, Pilkinson, we got 50 men. I want those men divided 25-25, 25 on wood, 25 on coal.
25 on wood, 25 on coal. So that's 15.
25 hit a sold.
I can only put 15 on that wood deposit, my lord. There's 15.
Find a secondary wood deposit.
Yes, my lord. Okay, then I'm going to put 10 on...
10 men strong on the wood deposit.
10 men, but there's already 15, my lord.
No, on the other wood deposit.
On the other wood deposit. On it, my lord.
15 and 10 is how many, Pilkinson?
I don't know, sir.
25, man!
But the numbers don't lie!
They spell disaster for us.
My lord, I can't find another wood deposit.
Okay, our wood deposit is limited. We should then retain 10 men in case some other resource props up.
My lord, nobody has any houses.
10 men to build houses, unless engineers do that. Do engineers do that?
I'm not quite sure, actually.
Pilkinson analysis.
Okay. Let's build. We're gonna build some tents. Tents cost wood, my lord. So, might I advise building them as close to the generator as possible so that the heat can be distributed evenly.
What are the benefits of building other things close to the generator?
Probably nothing, honestly. In fact, other buildings like soup houses do generate heat. So perhaps it'd be better if we built them further away from the generator so that they could heat up other houses around them.
In that case, we'll start off playing it safe and keeping our cards, or rather our tents, close to our chest. I want 2 instances of tents by the generator on this time next Monday.
On it, my lord.
What is the date today?
It is day 1, my lord.
Ah, yes, of course, on the Christian calendar. Blessed as we are on God's green... Wait.
Right. If you have a look, my lord, you can see the peasants wading through the snow in order to go and get their
Fascinating. Pilkinson,
yes,
permission to change your name to Kowalski.
Permission granted.
Kowalski analysis. When are we going to turn green?
The children are happy.
We can't have that.
Dance.
Get me the flamethrowers, man.
My lord, shall I turn the generator on?
I thought you were going to say off then. They're too happy. Fuck them. Put the generator on. I want these children toasty and warm.
Connecting generator, my lord.
We feast.
It should be heating. Should be heating up fairly quickly.
It's already red. We've gone supernova.
Actually, how many people does a tent... 10, okay. 10 people to a tent.
Fucking hell, okay.
10 people,
packing them in tight.
10 people to a tent, but we have 80 people who are homeless.
So I want 8 tents on the double.
Yes, my lord. 1,
on the triple.
2, 3,
on the
4,
ground.
5.
Right there.
We've run out of wood, my lord.
Why aren't we getting more wood?
We are, my lord.
Well, then get more wood.
They're working now.
Stop using my temporal time stoppage to stop time.
When can we activate the Book of Laws? Find ways to...
Kowalski, what is the Book of Laws?
The Book of Laws, my lord, is a book of laws.
Of course.
It has laws in it. We can start enacting these laws.
I thought that one said amputation.
Actually, that is somewhere.
The law of adapt.
Where is that? We can make amputees.
Where is Murphy's law?
We can make amputees work, I seem to remember. That can be done later. So we can enact laws, and we can enact a new law every 24 hours, I believe. And
the government is truly an efficient process.
Might I suggest, my lord, putting the children to work for...
What else are they good for?
Consuming food.
Okay, but then how will our men engage in intercourse? If they're all busy getting food.
With the children?
Yes.
The children don't grow up, I don't think.
Ever?
I'm not sure.
Then why do we procreate?
Oops. So, shall I just put
Set them to work.
Set them to work. Okay, the children will now work.
Excellent.
That has reduced hope because of a controversial law. And
how is it controversial? We have no other laws for them to compare it to.
And I will now put the children to work gathering metal.
Excellent. Metal is the exact thing we want children playing with.
I just reduce that, actually, because I might be able to put them to work gathering.
Do we have any more wood?
More...
Because the fuck are those? Those look like trees.
These are trees, but we cannot cut the trees. We need a sawmill. We're actually gathering wood from... Oh, there's another wood deposit. It's just broken crates.
Get the children on it.
I cannot get the children on that.
Get the workers on it.
It's not a safe job, apparently, but gathering coal is.
Of course. Those crates could give them splinters.
Yeah.
You ever heard of anyone getting a splinter from coal, Kowalski?
I'm not so... They might get a bit dirty, and then they might set on
What's
fire.
a bit of pneumonia at a young age? They'll bounce back.
Right, what's happening? We're building tents. The heat condition is good. What else can we start building?
What can we do to make our men warmer where they're working?
We can't yet because we haven't researched.
Can we not just put a
heaters.
tiki torch down like in Terraria?
No, we can't. We haven't researched heating sources, and in order to research, we need a workshop.
Alright, well, it seems we have enough stuff for a workshop.
Right, let's build I'll build a workshop.
I believe we should build it a bit further out since...
Yes, I will build it.
I imagine a workshop would generate its own heat.
I'm not sure, actually. It's... Oh, no, maybe it does. I don't know what the
base heating level is 2. What's the base heating level of a tent?
I don't think it's 1. I don't know what that means. So I'll just build it here.
Yes, regardless, I do think it should be put a bit back.
And then I need to build roads. And I don't know where those are. Oh. The generator hums with reassuring warmth, but we shouldn't take it for granted. If the generator goes down, the city dies. Be mindful of coal reserves. Now, food. There'll be no city if we starve to death. Secure a way to provide raw food and build a cookhouse to prepare meals. Right. So, I'm actually going to pause it very quickly while I figure out... That's dismantled. Here we go. Streets. So...
I still think we should eat the children, Kowalski.
So we have to build roads in, like, between the buildings so that people will actually walk there because they don't want to walk through the snow or even hard ground if the snow has melted. I'm not sure why.
Much like every game of this vein, our people are a bunch of whiny little shits.
Yeah, absolutely. And now...
Kowalski, what if we just let them all die? You and I seem to be fine.
Yeah.
Living here in the generator.
Yes, we are the men in the towers at the top there.
Kowalski, I believe your hair's starting to fall off. This isn't a radioactive generator, is it?
Oh, absolutely not, sir.
Ah, okay, well, excellent.
I'm going to put some engineers to work on the on gathering wood because we need more wood to build some hunters' huts.
Kowalski, I seem to have dislodged a piece of my lung in my stool this morning. Analysis.
You have cancer, sir.
Ah, do you think that has anything to do with the radioactive generator, Kowalski?
Nah, it's 1887. We don't know how radiation works.
Ah, of course.
Right, so we need to secure a raw food supply. I actually hadn't noticed this was down. This was down here.
You know, Kowalski, I think they would heat up if they hurried the fuck up.
I know, right?
Oh, let's move really slowly.
I scrolled forwards and it went backwards.
Go for a jog.
I'm actually going to speed up time.
That's it. They're looking a bit more lively now, but so's the sun. Look at that guy go! Holy shit!
Off we go! Ah, what's going on here? No roof over our heads. Captain! That's mayor to you. People are understandably concerned about the lack of shelter. They're falling ill from sleeping outside in this terrible cold. We better do something about it. So, we either have 2 days to provide shelter.
Well, we're already building them.
Yeah, but if we don't provide that, what are they going to do? Fuck off? Or we can have 2 days to provide shelter.
How long does it take to build a shelter?
I'm not sure.
Well, let's go with the top one.
Yes. I think it will cost wood to build more tents. I think guy I watched play this didn't start with as many as fucking 80 people. I think only 10 people are homeless, so...
Well, it said we need to provide homes for 15 people,
I
so
think that was just a generic objective.
Well, if we don't do it, they're going to get upset
No,
with
look,
us.
there's only 10... Oh, that's 10 idle engineers. Oh, okay. Oh, there's 30 people who are homeless. Okay, so we build more. 2, 3. There we go. That's houses for everyone, and once they're all built. And now we have no wood!
That's fine.
People just... at least people won't freeze at night. Speed up, speed up.
Yes, that's the priority.
Oh, what now? Captain, when facing demands, remember this. People usually look for the quickest solution, not the best one. You don't have to agree to everything they ask for. If you fix the problem your way, it's fine. So, the guy I watched play this...
But he's giving me advice, so I should ignore him.
So the guy I watched play this, he eventually came up with a strategy whereby he would put the hospital that treated amputated people far away from the generator so they would freeze to death and not become a liability.
We should do that with the schools.
Shelter promise fulfilled. Excellent. Hope rises. They see us as a good...
Reality slips.
Far away. They see us as good rulers.
Well, they haven't really got a fucking choice.
No, they don't. And everyone's happy.
Excellent.
Everyone is happy.
I can't see why. This is a shithole.
It really is.
And that's coming from... I live in Portsmouth.
So everyone's asleep right now. We'll speed up time again. Yeah, we'll speed up time some more. It's midnight. It's just going to keep going. And we're running out of... Where the generator is burning its coal. Yes. On the... I've just been up onto the ridge, my lord, and I've seen over the horizon there was a snowstorm coming, and in a couple of days we're going to be reducing temperature by another 20 degrees. So we need to... we're going to secure a food source first, but then we'll want to research generators as quickly as possible. Someone is sick, and we have no hospitals.
Kill them. Death penalty. Fuck you, Edmund. Edmund Kidwell? More like Kid Unwell. More like Kid Unwell.
So I was reading what she was saying and heard what you said. Right, food.
His kids' names are James and Jane. He deserves it.
Yeah. Right, so yeah, they're getting wood.
Isn't that the children? You shouldn't be speaking about children like that.
They're getting coal. Can we get the adults to do anything else? Like, well, there's more coal, but we're already gathering from 2 coal deposits.
I think we're fine for coal for now.
There is scrap metal. There's more wood. Okay. Right.
Excellent.
So I'm going to put engineers to that. Should have noticed that earlier, but I didn't. Have we got any?
Why are engineers in the main workforce?
Because they're not. Because they haven't got anything else to do. Like they are engineers are doctors and researchers, but we have no hospitals or laboratories.
Well, they're about to get a PhD in gathering shit.
You best gather shit now, quick, or at least they best learn quickly how to gather shit.
Who left that flaming barrel out there?
That appeared when I assigned them work, so I guess that's keeping them a little bit warm. Or perhaps
apparently
not.
it's stone cold dead.
They're producing. You see how the flame disappears, and when I go into heat vision.
Of course, that's how heat works. You wouldn't know, but if you ask any of those fine sciencey boys.
What's going on here? A child got distracted at work and has been injured. The accident was not serious and happened entirely due to the child's carelessness.
Not serious, its fucking arm is broken.
What shall we do, my lord? If we give the kid a day off work, hope will rise slightly, but we'll lose 1 worker for 24 hours. But more people might...
Fuck him.
Okay. Get back to work, you little
Slap
shit.
him on... Burn him with a cigar if he wants to be warm.
Hope has fallen slightly. We rule with an iron fist. We can enact a new law.
Sweet. Anyone who gets injured is killed.
So, this has opened... we can assign children to all jobs, but I'm not sure
no.
it's the best idea. Children are not...
We want something to make the fools happy. Food additives.
Yes. What that means is that we can start adding sawdust to the food, which will make it more filling, but also probably make them ill. But there's also... if you want to make people happier... What's the fighting arena? We'll have to build it. Evening bouts will reduce discontent, but people will probably get injured, to be honest. There's also the cemetery. Hope will rise slightly, and they'll be...
Wow, that's a bit counterintuitive.
Well, it's either that or corpse dispose. Well, it's because then they'll be getting their religious, like, they'll be buried, and people will be happy if they're buried rather than left out.
I don't understand their silly human ways.
No, neither do I. It was something to do with Christianity, religious beliefs.
Christian, isn't that guy that lives down the street who works in the coal mines?
So if we enact this law, then we'll be able to build cemeteries, and hope will rise slightly.
What makes him so special?
What makes you so special?
This Christian guy.
This Christian guy? Oh, well, he said some things, and then people didn't like him for it.
I heard he came back from the dead.
Yeah. So of course we must honour him coming back from the dead by burying those who can't.
Seems like we're just fucking him over, really. If he's going to come back, no one else can be special, so keep him in the ground.
Well, yeah, we'll keep him in the ground where they cannot possibly come back from the dead.
You know what? I respect a man with such ambition. Sign it.
My lord, signature signed.
If you sign my signature will be signed.
Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, as it should be. At least death will be followed to rest.
Do they even know what earth and ashes are? Mostly we're surrounded by snow.
Actually, the what's kind of cool is as this heat signature goes out, it does melt the snow around it.
Oh, lovely.
Nice bit of attention to detail.
I'd love it if they build that for fucking...
I paused it.
Oh, okay.
I just realised we've got shitloads of wood and I've not been doing anything about it. So, Hunter's Hut.
Hunter's Hut.
Build one right there.
Lovely stuff. What about that other thing?
That's
the soup kitchen or whatever.
The soup kitchen, yes. The
cookhouse.
Cookhouse, we'll build that there. And then we need roads. Build the roads along here like that. Onwards and upwards. They don't actually produce soup yet, because we had to sign a law for that. Because what they'll do is, what soup does is it's a more efficient food source because we break down the food into easily distributable soup rather than just cooking it and eating it. But the downside to the soup law is that people are discontent because the soup because soup is all they'll ever eat.
I believe you've got to add a milord to the end of that.
Milord. With basic resources secured for now, we can try to rescue the people we left behind. Build a beacon, scour, yeah, blah, blah, blah. So now it wants us to build the thing, but I actually want to build a medical post first. Ah, right. I shall leave this to you, my lord. We can either build a medical post and start to cure the sick, so we can maintain our workers, or we can start to build a laboratory. The laboratory will allow us to scout areas beyond this little bowl of ours, and also build heating sources.
Have we expended all the resources in this little bowl of ours?
No, my lord.
Then I believe we should keep our workforce strong until we have.
Medical post, my lord.
Medical post.
Absolutely. On it, my lord.
Excellent work, Kowalski.
Build that right there. Okay. What we also need now is we need to start delegating workers to be hunters. So where shall we draw our workers from, my lord? I reckon. Well, I think metal isn't exactly a priority at the moment. We don't... Oh, no, children are put to work on metal, because all they're doing is just picking up bits of metal.
I don't think children would make very good hunters.
They can't be hunters. It's too dangerous a job. I can pull... children can also work on coal, so I could pull workers away from the coal, pull children away from metal, and then put children to work on the coal.
Excellent idea.
We need... How many workers do we... we need 15 workers for maximum efficiency on hunting. So I shall pull all the workers away from... Well, all these workers away from there. Some children away from the metal. Put all the children we have left to work on the coal. And put as many workers as I can to work on the hunting. So what that will do is that will bring back raw food. We also need workers to work in the soup kitchen. I think we can start to slow down our wood production. At least to just... we only need 5 workers to work in the kitchens. So maybe 5... No, that's engineers.
You're going to have engineers making soup for the common folk?
Yeah, we're going to need engineers to work in the... Shit, okay, we need engineers to work in the doctors. So, engineers away from the wood... But that doesn't need to be at maximum efficiency, I don't think. And then we need to think about this. Then some work.
Take 2 away from coal.
Take 2 workers away from coal. Actually, I'm going to put no, that's just got children on it.
Yeah.
So take 2 away from coal, and then put them to work in the kitchens. More workers. Where can we get more workers from? Does it say what they're working on? No, it doesn't. Well, I might as well put all the engineers to work in the hospital, because we're going to be wasting them otherwise.
Yeah, so they can cure everyone's starvation.
And then more workers. Well, we've got 30 people gathering wood, and we're going to run out of wood on this thing. I think.
Excellent. That's going to free up a whole bunch of people as soon as it's done. So let's clear that out, and then we can focus on it.
Oh, okay. Yes, my lord. On it. We've only got 2 people working the soup kitchen at the moment. Ah, storage. I did not know this is a thing. It even tells us who the workers are and what they're doing.
No one cares.
Ah, we no longer have any sick people, my lord. The engineers are at good work.
Engineering some not death.
And the generator's also doing a good job of keeping us hot and comfortable. I'm going to
hopefully not bothered, Kowalski.
No, absolutely not bothered. Hot and comfortable. But that snowstorm is still on the horizon, and it's still coming. So we should be able to get our extra heat sources built in time.
Marvelous.
We are also we have about 3 days worth of coal, and we seem to be about 40% full on coal in our storehouses. I think that's what that means.
Excellent. I believe we should stock up before the storm gets here.
Absolutely, my lord. We can put we can't go up to other steam levels, because I don't know how to research those, but we can overwork the generator onto overdrive, which will make it produce more heat, but if we don't keep an eye on it, it might explode. And everybody is also very happy. They are happy, and they have hope for the future. Ah, that might be about to change. What's going on here? My lord! A mother has refused to let her daughter go to work, afraid that she will get injured. This woman has approached us and pleaded that we do not let her child go to work, for she is afraid of the child's safety. What is your stance on this?
Would she rather her child and all of us die?
Well,
risk your child or risk all of us?
Our options, as much as I hate to give you options, my lord, are...
Many would, but I am the one in charge.
We can either...
I had to kill the previous mayor. I put him in the generator.
Because that's how politics works. We can either let the child have a day off, but this might set a bad example for others in the workforce. Or we will not make exceptions, slap this woman across the face as is deserved, and nothing will change.
If we let this child have the day off, every other child will ask, why can I not have the day off?
Exactly, my lord.
We cannot show this kind of weakness in our time of I'm kinda cold.
Now get out, woman!
Now feed me more grapes!
We have those?
I do!
My lord, can I have some?
Due to your outstanding performance? No.
Oh. What's this?
I will let you see me eat them, and you can bask in its glory.
Okay, my lord. My lord, here is the economy. That is the economy.
I don't understand it, and I also don't care. Just like a real politician.
Have you heard about the United Nations or the European Union? Yeah, it was the United Nations came over to inspect the UK recently, and they found that the standards of living for the poor was incredibly low, and the Conservatives denied that. They denied that was the case. So there's this meme of this guy in The Simpsons crawling out of the tent, saying it's full of poor people in there, and Homer Simpson going, "No, there isn't." My lord, here is the economy. No, there isn't. Ah, the laboratory. It has been built.
I hear an economic crisis goes really well with caviar.
Right. So this is our research. This is our research tree. Age, air, alcohol, aspirin, and calcium.
The mail says that these cause cancer, but it's only rumours that they give you tumours.
Our options are: we have heating research, exploration and industry research, resource research.
What is a coal thumper?
A coal thumper allows us...
Resources.
Yep, a coal thumper allows us to beat the ever-loving shit out of the cliff around us and force it to give us coal.
I don't understand how that works, but I like the sound of it.
Food, health and shelter. What's this? Hunters gear. Ooh, what's that? Thanks to the better snowshoes and enhanced camouflage, hunters setting up will return with more raw food. Hunters' cabins are actually start off to be quite inefficient, so we might want that later. But what are our heating options? Allow us to use heaters to heat workplaces during working hours, and steam hubs, which allow us to erect great big giant dildos that are mini generators on the streets.
I think our predominant concern is the heat of our workers while they're working. We won't be able to work out through the cold if they're not going to be warm enough to work.
Absolutely! What you said, my lord!
That word salad. I could go for a salad right about now. Kowalski, fetch me my salad.
We have that, sir?
I do.
Heaters, then?
Yes, let them keep warm so they can work harder for me.
We have no engineers to work on engineering, so we will have to pull away engineers. I will pull away engineers from wood.
Excellent. Apparently we have 15 available workers. The fuck are they doing?
I don't know. Oh, we just finished this wood pile.
Well, then it looks like we've got us some more wood people
Absolutely.
Workers.
Right, let's put those 5 engineers.
In fact, I believe we should put 5 of them into the hunting thing.
Yes, more into the Hunter's Lodge. I well remembered, my lord. I'd completely forgotten about that, to be honest.
Yes, well, one of us has to keep shit going
more
here.
in the soup kitchen. It's not like it's me acting all the orders.
Honestly, it's like I do everything. More grapes!
My lord, have you actually left this building since we came here?
I have bed sores and I haven't gone to bed in weeks.
How far away is that snowstorm? Some time away. Well, it's probably like...
Are we measuring distance in time now, Kowalski?
Right, what else? We've got 7 available workers. We can put them to work on...
Wood.
I think we've actually run out of wood. No.
Where we took the engineers off.
Yes, you're right. Absolutely.
Of course I am.
You're always right, my lord.
It's the law.
No decision is ever a wrong one when it comes from your mouth, my lord.
Of course.
Where are those heaters? What's wrong? Research goal not set. What are you talking about? I told you to start heaters. There we go. Someone is hungry, then go and get food! Speaking of food...
It's Bernie's dunce.
Speaking of food, my lord. The Book of Laws.
Yes.
Shall we circle another one?
It's now illegal to starve.
Soup, then?
Sure.
What does this do? Hope will fall slightly, discontent will rise slightly, eating soup will cause
How
discontent.
will hope fall if we have soup?
Because the fools will think that we are in dire need of food if they think we have to distribute it more efficiently. But they do not understand that to distribute it efficiently now is to preserve it for long term.
I guess they don't want heaters then. Because that would be... oh god. I don't know what happened to my voice there, but... Because that would be distributing heat more efficiently.
Absolutely.
Which might make them think we're running out of heat. We can afford to lose the hope. And we can afford for them to be discontent with their delicious Heinz soup.
You're right. The people are too happy. We have discontent to spare.
No. The people are excessively happy and too hungry.
Yes, then we shall convert happiness into nourishment.
It's almost like this is some kind of balanced video game where stats fall and drop depending on your decisions. Arbitrarily.
Orders received, my lord. Licking pencil, signing the papers. Soup is on.
What law are you enacting? I'm at soup! What do you mean you're at soup? That's not a law. It is now. My new law is soup. Why are you putting soup in the law book?
Fuck you! What are you doing? I'm enacting soup. What is soup? It is soup. Just no, describe to me the law. It is soup. Why can't you describe what the basic law is? Because it is soup. Why is the law just soup? Fuck you! And on that note, what is this crisis that has befallen? What has befallen us? Shall we solve this now or in the next episode?
Let's solve it in the next never mind.
Okay. My lord.
Good.
A family has been torn apart.
Like literally, or are they upset?
My lord, a woman came forward after... she's just come forward now, after we built the workshop. She said that her husband and daughter didn't reach the city with the main group when we arrived here, but she's sure that they are still out there. She wants to join the first scout team when we send them out. She urges us to hurry. And this female presumes, my lord, that we have plans to send out a scout group in the first place.
We'll do what we can. More grapes!
We will do what we can, madam. You be on your way now. Back to the coals with you. And that woman has left our tent, and so have you, dear audience. The tower. We can't have the people believe that we live in a tent like the rest of them. Thank you, dear audience. You may go now.
Leave us!